welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and as always, if you are new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit the bell to be notified anytime I post a new video. Yesterday was successful. I didn't cheat. Praise God. I literally finished with the green juice and I was just done for the day. I did snack in between with some hummus and carrots, and then also with an apple. If you are hungrier than that and you just cannot make it through this day with just what I had, and you did cheat or you did want to just do a super clean day, I would just recommend a couple of snacks in between and try just not to eat too late for that day. Most of the time you think you're hungry and you'll be so surprised how much that truly can fill you up. And so really try to make these green juices. You think to yourself, a liquid's gonna fill me up, but it really does. That's why people substitute breakfast and dinners with protein shakes, because if you drink these items and then you drink enough water throughout the day, then you actually find yourself getting full. Like, I didn't even get to finish my last shake. I'm probably gonna have it for breakfast this morning because I had some left over that I was just so satisfied with it. But you guys, if you feel like this is not enough, of course I don't want you to go hungry, so please just add more if you need to add more, or have that whole potato instead of half the potato. Just try to modify things that work for you. My body is different than yours, my weight is different than yours, everything is different, so it's not gonna work exactly the same it is for you. What you could do is just take what I show you and try to see how it'll work for you. So that's just the point of all this. I wanted to share that information with you guys. Finish all your juice, then just make it over again today just for breakfast. I'm gonna go back to regular eating and I will have a lunch and dinner. I have plans tonight. I'm going to go over to a girlfriend's house, and a bunch of my girl co-workers are going over, and we're going to do kind of like a pajama party, and we are making dream catchers. Every few weeks we go ahead and we do a nice little get together and we do a craft along with it, and we get drinks and foods. And so a few weeks ago I actually hosted my own reef party, and I'll insert a picture here. Had the most amazing time. I absolutely had like the best time, and I definitely am going to be doing that again. So another thing I want to talk to you guys about is, what do you do in a situation where you're going to a party, where you're going to some sort of event that you know there's going to be food there, and obviously you are not going to go there with some Tupperware with food and eat in front of them. So what do you do in these circumstances? To be honest, you have two options. You can go for it, enjoy yourself and indulge, but if you are like myself who wants to stay on track and wants to complete this week, especially since we're on day 6, and so what do you do in these situations? So I have an option to bring a dish. She did ask us if we wanted to bring anything, so I'm for sure gonna bring some sort of vegan dish that I know will satisfy me for the rest of the night, and will also be a good dish so that other people can try, of course. Like I said, worst case scenario, you just try to do your best, because that's all you can do, and you just portion control. So if it is that everything on there is a meat product, for me, I honestly won't consume actual meat itself. The worst I've gone is trying dairy, but if you are comfortable with eating meat, then have a little bit, you know, try to portion control. Mentally prepare yourself, eat a meal beforehand. There's so many different things you can do that doesn't allow this to be an excuse to eat bad if it's something that you want to do to stay on track. So that's what I'll do. I'll probably munch on something beforehand, and then on top of that I'm going to make sure that I have my water, and also I'm bringing a vegan dish. That's what I'm just going to go ahead and do. You're going to see that it is possible to still be vegan in any sort of circumstances. If you give in, it's not the end of the world. Just do what I did yesterday, where I killed it the day before and I ate clean. I don't recommend switching on and off very often, because your body is going to get confused, and it's really not good for your body to constantly switch your eating habits. But it is okay to do every once in a while. Of course, you are human. So just certain things I want you to keep in mind. Sometimes I give advice, and I want to make sure that the advice that I give isn't taken the wrong way. So aside from that, I'm going to go ahead and get my breakfast going. I'm going to work out. I have some errands to run. Then I'm going to go to my pajama party, and so I'm going to be taking you guys along with me, and I hope you guys are excited to watch this video, because I'm really excited for today. I'll see you guys in a bit. Bye. Alright, so we are starting off with half a lemon and half an orange. I have this every single morning, as you guys know, and then I simply am going to just cut the remaining part of the orange just to have as a snack. After I am done with my water, I then move on to my workout, and I can definitely tell a huge difference in just a matter of a few days.
I feel way more comfortable doing this. I do still have to work a lot on my form. I do still have to work a lot on my posture. But just from where I was to where I am, it's definitely a huge difference. So that has been really motivating for me to see this change and to continue to do this. So I advise that maybe this is something you might be interested in, taking on a workout that isn't incredibly challenging for you, but that is still somewhat of a goal, and then tackling that really small goal first, and then hopefully that'll continue to motivate you to, strive for bigger goals. After this, I feel like I can take on another workout. Sorry, I'm just so obsessed with my puppy. I can't stop playing with her. Every single day you want to work on getting lower. I still, of course, as you can see, still need to get lower, but it's much better. Even here with my pistol squats, I couldn't even do one of these. Although it still needs to be a complete right angle to be considered a full pistol squat, just doing this was really difficult for me the first day. And so just to be able to do 8 on each leg is a real accomplishment in my eyes. And I just finished with my jumping squats. And then I move on to my stretching. And so I had a little bit more time this morning, so I decided to take a little extra time to stretch and to really work my muscles a little bit, trying to activate them with some yoga poses. And so you'll be seeing me do a few yoga poses as we move forward. After that, I just spent some time meditating, about 15 minutes this morning, and then I simply just get up and take my last few deep breaths, bring my heart to center, and namaste. And then after that, I move on to my tea. And so this is the same thing every day: turmeric, I have some lemon, 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, some ginger, and you just stir that in. Don't worry if you don't have everything, just try your best with what you have. And then I just simply have the remaining part of what was left over from yesterday for my juice.
Anyways, so I'm gonna go ahead and see my mom, and then I am going to that get together later on. So I'm gonna try to bring you guys along for the ride, as long as the people are comfortable with me filming them. That's the only way I'll ever put them on camera. But I just wanted to get ready, and I thought, why not bring you guys along with me? So it's makeup time. And I used the Mederma scar removal oil first. I think that honestly has done the trick with getting rid of a lot of my scars. This is consequences for pizza night. This is what happens to my face from one meal of eating bad. That's why I always suffered from acne all my life, because I always ate really poor. So now that I eat clean, my face has gotten so much better. But that is what happens anytime I cheat. And that's why I try to avoid it as much as possible. So like I said in that video where I get ready, this is gonna look crazy, and it's just because I put concealer all around my eyes so that when I go back in later on to brighten my under eye, there's already a base there. So I like a nice bright under eye, as long as I don't look crazy with it, of course. And you can use a beauty blender. I personally hate using a beauty blender. This is why I don't do close-ups. Alright, so then after that, I go over the little scars that I have with the remaining concealer left in my brush. Okay, so let's go into eyes, and I look so nuts. Okay, anyways, so I put these on, right? And they look gorgeous. I mean, the colors are beautiful, especially for this time of year. This was exactly the colors that I was looking for. And I'm sorry I'm talking to you like this, but I just need to get this out of my mind before I forget it. They leave like the outer rim of your lip, like that does not move. that stays there and it's like glue. You could try to rub it off, you could try to wipe it off with a makeup remover, it just does not come off. I believe my cousin told me that oil is what removes that, but regardless, that's the only part that stays, meaning that the rest of the lip just goes away. Literally, like even here, I understand like the inner part, obviously that's where the most water is going to be at, it's going to ruin it, but it's everywhere. So I'm walking around work with a lip liner on and no lipstick. I looked insane, and so I tried each and every one of these different days of work, and I only work 5-hour shifts, so that should tell you how long these really do last. They're terrible. Maybe it's my lips, you know. I tried to exfoliate my lips one day, like I just legit took a brush. They dry them down so much, like these dry down so bad, and they make you look like you have the driest lips on the planet. I don't mean to be so cruel, but that was a waste of money.
Okay, so I'm just gonna speed up the rest of my makeup. I pretty much do the same exact thing every day, and unless there's like a special occasion, I don't really get too creative with my makeup. But I will link the video where I get ready with you guys and try out the KKW Beauty lip glosses that you heard me talking about. I will link that video down below so you can see every product that I use. I will also link down all the products that I do use for my makeup today. Alright, after that I just move on to my hair. My hair is naturally curly, and so the roots get curled really easily, so I have to straighten it often if I want to keep it straight. And so what I do is I take a straightening iron, I simply just twist it on the bottom, and it kind of creates like a little curl. And it's a really simple hairstyle, but I wear this often and I like it.
Alright guys, so I decided that for what I'm going to bring to this get together is actually going to be a delicious garlic mozzarella pasta that I'm gonna make so that everybody can enjoy it, and it's not that far off from the original recipe that actually isn't dairy free. So I thought it'd be perfect to go ahead and do that because I know that everybody will normally enjoy that kind of pasta. And then also I have no new nightgowns that actually fit me that would be appropriate for this party, so I need to run to the store. Let's go get the stuff that we need for the pasta, and then I'm gonna get my actual outfit.
Alright, so next up I just go to Fresh Market. I only needed cheese and pasta, so that's all I got there because I had everything else from my grocery haul that I did earlier this week. And I'm just boiling some water with some pasta. The water was hot, but unfortunately I needed a little bit more, so I had to add it. That's why you didn't see it boiling. And then after that I just chop up some red onions, some sweet peppers, some garlic, and then I chop up some zucchini. I had 2 zucchinis actually, but this is for a bigger portion since it is for the party. And then I also chopped up 1 whole tomato. Here I have 4 tablespoons of vegan butter melting. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add all those garlic and also the onions and sweet peppers. And then after that I will add the tomatoes and the zucchinis. You want to go ahead and cook this into a medium temperature so that the vegetables can actually cook. And then I'm just going to season everything. I have some garlic salt, some black pepper, parsley, sea salt, and paprika. And then just mix everything in and let that cook down a little bit. Once that's cooked and your pasta is drained, you want to mix everything together. I also added in some vegan cheese in here as well. It's the mozzarella one. And then you're gonna go ahead and transfer that into a baking pan. I added a little bit more on top. I preheated my oven to 350 and this is what it was. And then my friend made some stir fry. There was so much fruit and this party was just awesome. They also had a delicious hot chocolate that I absolutely love. And I didn't even know that they had this, and it was so amazing. It was vegan, it was perfect. I loved it. My friends are awesome for doing all this, and I really appreciate them so much. I had such a good time.
I'm gonna do a really quick conclusion to today. Today was wonderful. I honestly had the most amazing time. I'm so lucky to have ran into this group of girls because I love them. They're just wonderful. It's always so light and fun, and it's never like super gossipy or like just like a negative energy. Everybody's so positive, everybody's so fun, and we have such a good time together. So aside from that, today has been wonderful. I feel like I did so good. I went to the party, didn't even have anything but my pasta dish, and then also the vegan stir fry that my friend made. I only had small portions of these as well. And then I also ended up having that hot chocolate. That I don't even do things like that, but that hot chocolate was on point. Alright, so because I was so like crushed for time and everything, I actually made so much of the pasta that I had some for lunch and dinner. So if you're wondering where are my other 2 meals, that's all I ended up having because I had more than enough. I can't believe today's day 6. I know it seems like it's long because you're watching a whole new vlog every day, but for me, I feel like this week went by really fast. I thought it was going to take forever to finish, especially since editing is really new for me and I had no idea how much work this really was. But I'm so ready. Tomorrow is weigh-in day, so I'm going to weigh myself. I'm going to show you my measurements. We are going to see what I got to accomplish this day. I don't know what it's going to turn out. I'm actually really curious myself, but we're gonna find out together how good this week was. I didn't feel deprived. I ate a ton of food. I was really happy about everything, so I feel really confident that I definitely lost something, but we're just gonna have to see what exactly that was. So I'm really eager and excited, and I hope you guys are just as excited with me. I've been like dying to see a 1/6. And for those of you that are smaller, you're like, why would you ever want to be 160? But for me, like, I have not been 160 since I was like 18 years old. So 10 years. I have not been 160 since 10 years ago. That is insane for me. And so I'm so excited to be so close to it and to actually get to my goal. I will open up why I was so motivated to lose weight later on. But I'm so happy to be in this place. And so enough of that. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. So until then, bye.